Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw. I'm here in Orlando at the really brand new Lake Nona Wave Hotel. It's a fabulous hotel not too far from the airport. And I'm here with James Tattersall, who's the area director for sales and marketing for this wonderful property. And we're going to talk to him about that, and we're going to tour around the hotel, find out all about it, and more on Insider Travel Report. Now, James, hello from James. So it's James and James.
James and James, double J.
That I can remember, right? So great to be here. Great to see this property. Let's talk a little bit about the first. Give us a little background on this hotel and when it was opened and how it came to be.
Absolutely. So first and foremost, I should tell you a little bit about our community here in Lake Nona.
Okay.
So the first thing I always say to everybody is forget everything you thought you knew about Orlando. Tie it into a tiny little ball and throw it in the trash. Because Lake Nona is a community that is all about wellness, art, cool food and beverage experiences, and also technology. So not necessarily things that you would think of when you think of Orlando. And so really what Lake Nona Wave Hotel, which opened just about 2 years ago now, was designed to do was to kind of bring all of those four pillars that the community is about and distill them down into a really cool experience, unlike anything Orlando has ever seen.
And who was behind this hotel?
So we are managed by a company called Coral Tree Hospitality, which is a hospitality management company. We are owned by Tavistock, which is the developer that's the mastermind behind the Lake Nona district.
The whole development here, and you have offices, you have technology, you have all kinds of stuff, and again, you're not too far from the airport, right?
Yeah, we're a 17 square mile community, so wellness really is at our core. We have over 40 miles of walking and biking trails. We have acres and acres of waterways. We have thousands of residents. We have a vibrant town center with dining, entertainment, wellness offerings. So really it is almost a city within a city.
Sounds fantastic. I mean, I'm looking forward to experience it. Now, what's behind the innovative design of this hotel? Because it really is sort of a different kind of hotel in terms of design.
Oh, absolutely. Expect the unexpected when you come here. We were really inspired by a wavelength of energy. There's so many different reasons to stay with us, whether it be for wellness. We have the United States Tennis Association's national campus, a very short distance from here. We also have Dr. Deepak Chopra's first Mind Body Zone spa within footsteps of the hotel as well. Also, as I mentioned earlier, the vibrant town center, all of the offices and commercial development here. So really all of our guests are on a different wavelength. And so that's really where the architecture and the name came from, was everyone's on a different wavelength of energy. And so that's why the building is a really unique wave shape.
Exterior, but even interior. Yeah. I mean, I walked past a couch that was kind of standing on its end. Mm-hmm. I said, wait, is that supposed to be that way?
It is indeed, absolutely. So we think we're probably one of the most colorful hotels possibly in the world. We are, every inch of this hotel is packed with color and texture and light and design. Really, it's kind of a playful approach. So guests, no matter what space they're in, they'll find something that will surprise and delight them. So the space we're standing in right now really brings the outdoors indoors. We have these gold birds that are flying above us here.
You can't see it, but there are gold birds flying above.
And then behind us, you see, we have this art wall that actually spans right the way around our living room, which is what we call our lobby. There's over 300 pieces of art there, and every single piece was designed to either raise a smile or raise an eyebrow and just get the local community that frequent the hotel so often talking with guests from around the world and explaining what makes Lake Nona great.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I didn't even know this existed a few years ago. So what about the accommodations? How many rooms, keys do you have, and suites and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, we have 234 guest rooms, and of that, there's 18 suites, including 2 breathtaking penthouses up on our 17th floor. All of the rooms and suites, just like all of our public space, very innovative in design. Some of the things that the hotel's most famous for is we're one of the most technologically advanced hotels in the world. And so in our guest rooms, one of our most talked about pieces of technology is our view glass windows, which actually tint automatically in relation to the sun. So it means that you technically don't need drapes anywhere in the building. It blocks out glare, but it also helps you stay healthy by blocking those UV rays without you needing to do a thing. It also improves your sleep quality or your mental performance. And it also has sustainability credentials too, because it helps us keep the building cool.
I'm sure, yeah. And of course, I assume the internet's pretty good too.
Oh, it is. Yeah, we have super fast Wi-Fi, absolutely. We also have another really well talked about piece of technology is our Toto NeoRest smart toilets. We're in every single guest room, which is a huge investment into wellness. It's obviously something we all use, but our amazing toilets in all of our guest rooms are very highly reviewed by our guests.
Yeah, and I know those kind of toilets, they're great. And actually, speaking of that, what other kind of unique amenities, you mentioned the windows, you mentioned the toilets, are in the rooms. What do guests get when they get this room?
Yeah, so all of our guest rooms include an iPad, and they're also, as well as having everything you would expect in a luxury hotel, you can actually control all the elements of your room through an iPad or through a mobile app. So for example, if you like your room set at a cool 70 degrees, in the heat of summer, even before you arrive at the hotel, you can check in via the mobile app and you can set the temperature of your room. You can also control the entertainment in your room, the lighting in your room. You can open and close the drapes using the mobile app. And the great thing is that if you come and stay with us again in the future, your preferences will actually be memorized by the mobile app or by that technology. So when you check back in, it could be a year from now, the temperature of the room will be set exactly as you like it, the drapes will be drawn to where you like them, and your favorite TV channel will pop up on the TV. So,
well, I guess I'm going to put you to the test. I'll come back in a year and we'll do that. Okay.
Please do. It's a great way of encouraging some repeat guests.
Repeat customers, absolutely. Now, let's talk a little bit more about the food and beverage here, because I know you got at least 2 fantastic restaurants and a lot more in bars and things like that. So what are the restaurants here?
Absolutely. So we are really a food and beverage mecca here. So probably our most talked about restaurant is Bacan. That was rated Michelin.
That's where I'm dining tonight.
Oh, fantastic. You're going to love it. We were Michelin recommended within 6 months of opening, so we're very proud of that accolade. It's our signature dining experience here at the hotel, and it really is inspired by the flavors of the Americas. So it is a stunning indoor-outdoor dining setting with a huge piece of art in the background. It really is beautiful, and the food is just as spectacular as the space. We just opened a few months ago a brand new contemporary Japanese restaurant called Nami, obviously the Japanese word for wave. And so Nami is a boutique-size dining experience within the hotel building that is, I think it's something that you would really only find in New York or maybe in downtown Miami. It really is a transformative experience, and you really forget where you are when you're in that space. And then on the second level, we have Haven Kitchen, which is our all-day dining concept. It's Mediterranean in flavor. An absolutely stunning dining room where the outdoors really does come indoors. It feels almost like a conservatory in its design.
And that's breakfast, lunch, and dinner, right?
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then we have 2 amazing bars. So down in our living room, our lobby, we have our living room bar, which is a really beautiful space, which is really a central gathering space for all of our guests, with mixology that was inspired by the many pieces of art that surround the space. And then on our second level, we have Haven Lounge, which is our really cool nightlife experience with live entertainment every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We also offer a complimentary mixology class for our guests every Thursday as well.
Now, what do you offer in terms of pools, spa? You mentioned, how many do you have pools here? I assume.
We do have.
You're Orlando. You got a pool.
We do indeed. Yeah, we have what we call Florida's most colorful pool deck. So up on our second level, adjacent to Haven, we have a beautiful wave-shaped pool, which is surrounded by almost like bubblegum colored cabanas. So it's a really fun, vibrant, playful space. And the hotel has more of an adult focus towards it. So unlike Orlando's many other hotels that are very family oriented, our pool deck is much more serene, calm. It's more boutique in scale, so you can really relax up there and enjoy the Florida sunshine.
Fantastic. Do you have a spa or not?
So we actually have the Deepak, as I mentioned earlier.
The Deepak. Oh, so you, yeah, okay.
Mind, Body Zone and Spa, which is at Lake Nona Performance Club. So Lake Nona Performance Club is one of the country's largest medically guided wellness facilities. So not only does it have a huge gym floor with all of the gym equipment you can expect, it also has Central Florida's tallest climbing wall. It is an aquatic center with 4 swimming pools.
Beyond a spa.
Beyond a spa. It has over 100 different fitness classes that our guests can take part in every single week. And then there is also Deepak Chopra's Mind, Body Zone and Spa. So really it's a haven for meditation, yoga, mindfulness, Pilates, and then we also have some amazing spa treatments there as well. And all of our guests get complimentary access to the Lake Nona Performance Club. It's just 10 or 12 footsteps outside the back of the hotel.
So, who is your target market for this hotel? I mean, who's coming here? I have a feeling that might be a little Disney, but not a lot.
Yeah, no, we don't get a lot of the, as I say, we tend to be more adult focused, so we don't get a lot of the family vacationers that Orlando is famous for. Really, our leisure guests tend to be staycationers. We get a lot of Floridians, a lot of guests from kind of the surrounding states as well, that are looking for a really unique staycation where they can hang out, have some really cool food and beverage experiences, experience the wellness, take a bike. We have bikes that guests can borrow complimentary, go and explore the community, and then also hang out in our sculpture garden as well, which is at the rear of the hotel.
So pretty much you don't have to leave this complex while you're here, right?
Not at all, no. I mean, we have an awful lot to offer, and what we find is, people will come the first time and stay with us for 1 or 2 nights, and then they come back a few weeks or months later because they missed there was a restaurant they didn't get to try, or there was something that they didn't get the opportunity to do.
Well, it sounds like if I'm a family, I would come down here, take my kids to Disney, then send the kids back alone on the flight and come here for a few days just to decompress. Right?
Yeah, it's definitely happened. Yeah, and also we get a lot of pre and post cruise passengers. We're not too far away from the airport, and also we're the closest luxury hotel to Port Canaveral. So we have a lot of people that head out to the Space Coast or to head out on a cruise from Port Canaveral as well.
Good to know for my viewers especially. Now, we do go out to about 126,000 travel advisors in the U.S. right now. Anything else you'd like to tell them?
I think, expect the unexpected. I mean, a lot of people think that they know what Orlando's all about, and Orlando has changed a lot just in the short time that I've been here. I think my recommendation is to come down to Lake Nona, spend 48 hours with us, and let us show you that there's a totally different side to Orlando that you've probably not discovered yet.
Now, where can advisors go to find out more information, your website, things like that, about the hotel?
Yeah, so I would definitely recommend checking out our Instagram. It's at Lake Nona Wave Hotel. Okay. And then our website is lakenona-wavehotel.com. And they're welcome to reach out at any time. We'd love to hear from them. Well,
I'm looking forward to my stay. We've got a few things booked here, but it sounds like I have to come back just, if nothing else, to make sure the room is the same setting at all. So exactly. Amazing. Well, James, I want to thank you for taking the time, and I'm looking forward again to seeing this wonderful hotel. And you'll see it as we've been talking. Hopefully, we're going to have a lot of photos throughout the property. Again, thank you so much, and hope to see you soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being here.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.